What is up, guys? It is the Bluebloods here, back with another recruiting update. And Jackson State lands another big commitment today, this time on the interior of their defensive line. And Jelani Davis, man, former Dodge City Community College defensive tackle, in which I think he's going to hopefully find his role in this defense. I think the interior of the D line, in terms of depth, was really needed. True Thompson comes in from Florida State. Katron Evans is back, and also Devontae Davis, who was one of the main, contributors for Jackson State on the interior last year. But they had a lot of losses to replace: Coinus Miller, Antoine Owens, James Houston. The defensive line suffered from some departures, but they've done an excellent job recruiting to fill that hole. And Jelani Davis, according to some sites, was a former four-star prospect coming out of high school in St. Louis, Missouri. Had a big year for Dodge City last year, but he has an interesting path. At one time committed to Missouri State, and then decides to go the community college route to Dodge City. And then he announces earlier this year, about a month or so ago, that he was going to go to Missouri as a preferred walk-on, committed there. And then out of nowhere, here he is announcing his commitment to Jackson State, in which he's going to be in one of the deepest defensive line groups in the FCS. But Jelani Smith, man, 14 tackles last year, four for loss, a sack, in only about 6 or 7 games for Dodge City. But you can see here, man, the biggest thing he does is just take up space in the middle and make offensive linemen pay attention to him. And that's what you want from the defensive linemen, man. You want them to create holes and opportunities for those linebackers to get upfield and make plays. And that is something that Davis really excels in. He brings a lot of power with his punch, has excellent footwork, and does a great job just being quick off the ball. His athleticism for his size, at about 6'2", 300 pounds, is really going to be something to deal with at the next level. Now, he really and truly is an excellent replacement for Coinus Miller, which was about the same size, about 6'2", 300 pounds. And I do think he's going to play a similar role to Coinus Miller, where you're not expecting him necessarily to rack up a bunch of stats, but when you watch the film, he's going to make an impact by just taking up space in the middle and allowing those edge rushers and allowing those linebackers like an Aubrey Miller just to go make plays. And that's something that I think Jackson State really is going to like out of this guy. And on top of that, Jackson State loves to keep fresh bodies in on the defensive line. They like to have a rotation that's multiple players deep. And now Jelani Davis allows them to do that with a little bit of experience too, especially at the high level of JUCO football that he played in Dodge City over in Kansas. And so I think Jelani Davis, once he gets to campus, is going to be able to find his role and make an impact. Now, I do think Devontae Davis probably has one of those D tackle spots locked down. I think Gatron's probably going to be the next option, but I think True Thompson and Jelani Davis are going to be that second unit right now, with the potential to earn their way to get some first team reps, maybe even get some starts this year. But ultimately, at the defensive line spot for Jackson State, they might have their starters, but everyone gets a lot of snaps along that defensive line. And so Jelani Davis is going to have a lot of experience to come in and play the nose, play the three, whatever he wants to do. And he can move outside if needed in certain situations, pass rush situations, goal line, things like that. So I think Jelani Davis offers a lot of versatility in what he's going to bring to this Jackson State defensive line. I'm excited about this commitment. I'm excited to see what he brings and how Jackson State's defensive scheme, how he fits into that. So, comment below what you think of Jelani Davis announcing his commitment for Jackson State, what you think he can bring to the defensive line, and what do you think about this momentum that Jackson State has just somehow continued to have on the recruiting trail as they land another commitment here for this upcoming 2022 season. Make sure to hit that like button, make sure to subscribe, and stay tuned right here for the latest news on FCS football and SWAC recruiting, man. But until next episode, guys, for right now, the Blue Bloods are out.